healing is a birthright that belongs to every single one of us. We all have this innate ability to heal. So that's what we're doing, is giving that back to people. And I can't imagine doing anything more fun. It's almost showtime. We have symptoms in our lives because of the imbalances that we're suffering from. And the body code enables us to very quickly find those imbalances and just knock them right out.
How can I achieve more balance in the area of stress management?
I mean, it's a big responsibility to have this many people in a room that are all relying on you to give them some additional wisdom to help them on their healing path.
I'm just excited. I'm excited to be here. I like to feel the energy of the people around me.
And people are engaged, they're excited to be here. I can feel that from where I'm sitting.
These people are all waking up to their own healing abilities. It's really a lot bigger than any of us. And that's why I tell people, I just work here, really. I'm just the messenger, that's all. You know, I've done seminars all over the world. I mean, the more people there are in a room, the more fun it is for me as a speaker. It's real.
Life-changing.
It resonated with me.
People can expect to have their eyes opened and their hearts opened to some whole new ways of looking at their lives and dealing with their stuff and getting ahead in ways that maybe they never have been able to before. Try to imagine living a life without any emotions at all. No joy, no negative emotions, no positive emotions. I really don't think it would be a life worth living. It would be kind of a flat line, I think. So really, our lives are colored by our emotions. If you think of life as being a tapestry, it's the emotions that really give the color to that tapestry of our lives. Our emotions provide motivation, direction, and contrast for us. And what are emotions really? I mean, think about it for a moment. What really is an emotion? You felt emotions recently. Maybe you're feeling an emotion right now. What is that really? Well, all emotions, like everything else in the universe, are pure vibrating energy. And what we believe is that these emotions are actually generated. These frequencies are generated by certain organs and glands in the body, of all things. Well, we'll talk about that more a little bit later. Each emotion has its own unique vibrational frequency. So if you're feeling an emotion of anger, that's a different vibration than an emotion of sadness, and that's different from frustration, and they're all different. And it's really these emotions that make us human. Of course, you'll find out later that emotions are also what make animals animals. If your dog, like for example, yesterday, our dog ate something that she was not supposed to eat. And when we started talking about it, I mean, she looked so guilty. Well, there's speculation about there. Do animals really feel guilty in situations like that? And of course, the answer is yes, they do. And they can develop trapped emotions too. Lots of people that have got issues going on. Let me see. Let's talk to Lisa. Let's see here, Lisa. I'm going to see if I can find you on this list. There you are, right there. Okay, I just unmuted you. There you go.
Hi, thank you.
Hi, yeah, absolutely. So nice to connect. How old are you right now?
I'm 56.
56, okay. And where are you in the world?
I'm in Southern California.
Okay.
I live in a town called Redlands.
Oh, Redlands, okay. We used to live in Rancho Santa Margarita.
I did too,
Did you really?
when I first moved to Southern California.
Oh.
It's beautiful over there.
Yeah, it's a nice area.
It is
Okay.
so lovely.
Well, so what's going on with you?
The main thing that I would like to focus on is I've had vertigo off and on for about 10 years, but for the last week, it has been so bad that I've had to take time off work. It's just been really difficult.
Oh man, that's miserable. Okay, so on a 0 to 10 scale, how would you rate it right now?
Right now, it's about a 5.
Right now it's about a 5, but it probably gets up to a 10 when you get up and move around.
Yeah, it gets so bad that I have to hold on to walls to walk.
Oh gosh, that's so awful. Okay, all right. Well, let's see what we can figure out here, shall we? Let's take a moment and ask for some help. You ready? Here we go.
Mhm.
Okay, Lisa, let's see. Let's ask, first of all, can I act as proxy for you? I get a yes. Okay, good. So let's see. Let's go to our chart and let's ask, is there an underlying reason for the vertigo that you're dealing with? And the answer is yes. Okay. What's this reason? Now, there's maybe several, right? But this reason, is it on the right side? No, it's on the left side. Is it in the energy area? It is. So we'll go here. Is it on the left side here? Yes. So is it mental or offensive or post-traumatic? So a lot of post-traumatic stuff today. Is it on the right side? No. Is it a physical trauma? No, it's a physical emotional shock. Okay. So we'll say, oops, number one here, physical emotional shock. So again, we talked about this a little bit earlier. We found this on someone else. This is where you have some kind of a really, big emotional blow that you take, and it's almost like a physical blow. Do we need to identify more about this energy? We do, okay? So let's figure out when this happened. Oops. Oh, sorry. Just got off one somehow. There we go. All right, so you're 56. Figure out when this happened. Did this occur earlier than age 30? No. Between 30 and 40? No. 40 to 50? Mm-mm. So within the last 6 years, within the last year or 2 or 3. So roughly age 53, I would say, within a year, give or take. Something happened. Boom. And does that ring any kind of bell? Anything come to mind?
Well, about almost 5 years ago, it'll be 5 years ago in May, I had to have part of one of my lungs removed.
Hmm. Well, sometimes these are accurate within 2 years. Is that what this is actually about? No, that might be
No.
something
Okay.
else.
Trying to think of what happened 3 years ago. I can't
Yeah,
think of anything that's happened
that's
three
okay.
years ago.
You know what? I mean, remember what you had for breakfast last Wednesday?
I don't.
No,
I
neither
don't
do I.
remember what I had for breakfast yesterday. So,
Neither neither does anybody else. I can't even remember where I parked my car, and that's a big thing to lose. So we've all done things like that. It doesn't matter. I mean, consciously we don't remember very much, but the subconscious mind remembers everything. So there was something that happened. It might come back to in a day or so. No big deal. So let's ask: do we need to know more about this? We don't really. So is there anything associated with this? Not really. So let's go ahead and we'll swipe a few times and release this. Here we go. So did we release that? We did. So that was part of this vertigo. Okay, that was part
okay.
of it. So yeah, if you just kind of tune in, maybe just turn your head a little to the left and the right, and maybe tilt it back just a little and forward down just a little bit.
It's definitely better.
So that improved a
Um,
bit
it did.
noticeably.
It's not all the way gone. There's like still that stuffiness
Okay.
that I feel in my ears.
Okay. Stuffiness in the ears. How would you rate the vertigo right now then?
Three and a half, 4.
Okay. Okay. So that
But the
was the first
nausea's
thing.
better. The nausea's not as bad.
Okay, good. So let's take a look here. Let's ask, is there another underlying reason for the vertigo? Yeah. Is it on the right side? No. So it's on the left side. Is it in the energies area? It is. Let's go here. And is it on the left side of this chart? No. Is it an allergy or an intolerance? No. Is it something emotional? Yes. Is it on the left side? Yes. Is it a trapped emotion? Yes. You can see why I wrote the emotion code book first, right? Because
Mhm.
emotional stuff shows up all the time. So let's see, is this something is in one of these categories on the left? Is it it's just a trapped emotion, just a regular common trapped emotion? And is it listed so in other words, it's a trapped emotion you picked up between birth and now. Is it listed in A? Yes, column A. Is it in one of the odd rows? Yes. Is it in row 1? No. Is it in row 3? No. Row 5? Okay, column A, row 5. Is the emotion blaming? No. Is it dread? No. Is it fear? No. Horror? Yes. Okay, that's an interesting one. Trapped
Yeah.
emotion of,
That's
yeah.
very interesting.
Horror usually shows up something that's horrifying. I mean, if you're, if you watch a really scary movie, that could happen. Usually this happens if, it's like coming across the scene of an accident or hearing about some really bad news about somebody, someone that you know's got cancer or died, something like that. Anything come to mind on that one?
Well, I am a mental health therapist who specializes in treating people that have experienced trauma. So
Oh,
I hear about horrific things almost every day.
uh-oh.
So maybe
Well,
that's why it's trapped because I'm just trying to deal with it.
yeah, could be, could be. Well, thank you for what you do. Somebody needs to do what you do, but boy, I'll tell you, I feel for you because there's a lot of bad things that happen. So let's ask about this horror. Is that what this is from? Is this from all of the horror stories people tell you? Yeah, that is what it's from. Now, emotions can become trapped in the body suddenly. Oftentimes it's sudden, but sometimes it's because things build up over time, and
Mhm.
then suddenly you get it. And that's probably what happened here. So do we need to know more about this? Not really. Let's release it. Okay. All right. Okay. So move your head around just a little, not too much. I don't want to set you off, but maybe just move it around a little bit. Let's see how that feels.
No, it feels about the same, but what was interesting was that I felt like this release in my chest.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's
It
interesting.
it was really like a physical burst.
Really cool.
Yeah.
Well, you never know. You never know what's going to happen, right? Because anything can cause anything. And I just work here. So let's see what shows up, right? Okay. So let's ask, is there another underlying reason for the vertigo? Is there another underlying reason? Yes. Is the reason on the right side of the chart? No. So is it in the energies area? It is. We're back here. And is it something on the left side? No. Allergy or intolerance? No. Something emotional? Something emotional. And so is it on the left side? No. So this is what we call a compound trapped emotion, what we used to call a psychic trauma.
Mhm.
In this new version of the body code, we changed the wording just a little bit. This is where you feel more than one emotion simultaneously, and they kind of get trapped together into one ball. So it's not really anger or resentment anymore. Maybe it's anger and resentment kind of blended, like one
Mhm.
of those blended marbles. And it can be more than two emotions, but it's usually two. So is it one of these on the left side? No. So is it common or shared or absorbed? So this is actually an absorbed emotional compound. So this is kind of an interesting one. So this is where someone else was feeling a couple, probably a couple, maybe two or three emotions intensely at one time, but you trapped them. They may or may not have. So let's take a look at, do we need to know more about this emotional compound? We don't really. Sometimes we have to identify the emotions, but in this case, we don't. Let's go to intention and release this. All right, did we release that? We did. Interesting. I wonder if did you get that from one of your clients? Yeah, you got it from a client.
I need to do that thing that she talked about in the break to shield myself.
Yeah. Yeah, you can do that. Another thing that you can do if if you believe in a higher power, you can just kind of have that intention. Hey, I'm going to work today. Can you help me to not pick up anything from anybody? Be good.
Yes. Thank you.
All right, let's go back out to the home page and let's ask, all right, is there another underlying reason for the vertigo? Yes or no? Yeah. Is it on the right side this time? No. Left side, is it in the energies area? No. Circuit or systems? It's in circuits or systems, okay? Is it something on the left side? Yes. Is it a body cycle or rhythm? Is it in systems? It's a disconnection of some kind. Huh. Is it on the left side of this chart? No. Is it spirit out of body? Is it a spirit physical disconnection? It is. So this is where your spirit and your physical body. Well, let me back up. This one, the spirit out of body, is where the spirit actually gets kind of usually jarred out of the body a little bit to some degree.
Mhm.
But the spirit physical disconnection is where the spirit is where it's supposed to be, but they're not really talking very well. They're not communicating very well, and they need to communicate. So let's see. Spirit physical disconnect. Okay. So let's scroll down a ways. Is this affecting your entire body and spirit? No. So let's just start at the top. Is it affecting your head? No. Is it affecting your neck? Yes. Is it affecting, let's divide your neck in half. Is it dividing your lower neck? Is it affecting your lower neck, upper neck? Okay, upper neck. Do we need to know more about it? Not really. Is there anything associated? Not really. Okay, so let's fix it. Here we go. Let me actually write this down. So there's a disconnection going on in the upper neck. Now, a lot of the time, vertigo will result if you've got misaligned bones in the upper part of the neck. And so that's probably what's happening. Okay. So as a result of this disconnection. All right, let's see if we fix that. Did we fix that? Yeah. All right. Try moving your
We
head
did
around a little
fix
bit now.
it.
Let's see how that feels.
No, I felt it leave.
You felt that one. Go
I
ahead.
felt it physically leave my head. That was cool. Wow, thank you.
Cool.
For the last week, I've just been miserable. Thank you so
Mm,
much.
yeah, absolutely. Okay, so it left, so we're at a 0 now.
Yeah,
Cool. I like getting to zeros. That's great. But let's come back and let's ask one more time. Is there any other imbalance going on with you that we can work on to help this problem? Not really. How are your ears, by the way? They were kind of stuffy.
they're better,
They're better.
much
Cool.
better.
Much better. Awesome. Okay. Thanks, Lisa. That was fun.
Thank you so much.
You bet. We'll check up on you in a week or so and see how you're doing, okay?
Wonderful. Thank you.
Okay.